G'day people, Steve, Southeast Asia. So I'll just be telling a few stories and bad people behaving badly on planes. I think everybody's come along or come across someone somewhere along the line that someone is just being a total shit, ignorant, pain in the ass, whatever. So anyway, I'll just share one of mine. I'll do a couple more, and if you like it, I'll see what else I can remember out of the old computer brain up here in my travels. Anyway, this goes back not last year, I think the year before. Anyway, a bit over 12 months ago. So that's fine. I'll explain that. Yep. Never do you have any drama going on a holiday. It's always coming home, and you always find it going from wherever you stayed at, coming home. I always tend to find you get people in that category of they don't want to go anywhere, or they're just being total shits. But anyway, on this instance, I come across all was going okay. I come back, jumped on a plane from Phnom Penh to Kuala Lumpur. That was okay. Had me layover there, had something to eat, just a little bite. Jumped back on the plane, no worries. And all going well. I was in the centre lane or centre aisle there, so it was, excuse me, 2 seats, 4 seats, 2 seats configuration of the plane. I was approximately 4 seats back from the steward's centre workstation there, and I was in the aisle seat on the right hand side. So that's fine, no drama. And you'll get the little gist of the story that my pet hates are people just being arrogant pieces of works, think they can do whatever and treat everything as if it's their own furniture and not give a rat's ass. I won't go into that. Certain people just take full advantage of it and they just don't care. So anyway, get through onto the second part of the flight. I've got back on the plane. Off we go for the last 8 hours of the leg of my flight back home. And that was all going well, and then all of a sudden, just out of the blue, you hear a guy go, oh, I looked up, you gotta be kidding me. And this guy's going, he's going full at it. So bad. That's just a one-off. I don't complain about that, one-off. So it is what it is, you know. Occasionally I get it, but I try and do it discreetly, quietly. And if it is any issue, which I do have trouble with my nose, last year I had my nose fixed up, so it's not 100%, but it's probably about 80% of what it used to be, so at least I can breathe now. It's still getting over it. I used to have profuse blood nose, but anyway. So we're travelling along, no worries, and getting into the flights, probably about another hour later, guy starts it up again. So I looked up, not only this time is he doing that, and I'm just shaking my head, and he was going at it really, really big time into it. Not only that, one of my biggest pet hates is asswipes treating the place as if it's their own. Up Winnie's feet, up on the headboard. I'm just... And just before I was about to say anything, a gentleman on my right, a few seats further back, said something. Because not only twice, third time this guy did it again, and no, this is bullshit. And then he spoke up, and he's seeing me glaring, this particular gentleman glaring at me. Well, I was glaring at him, and he was looking straight at me, but the guy who said something was standing up behind me, and I'm just sitting there just shaking my head. And he said, I can't help it. Well, if you can't help it, mate, go to the toilet and do it quietly where no one else can see. It's not a problem, it's not an issue. You just don't have to be a pig amongst everybody else. I pay my fare to be on here. I don't need to be made feeling sick because of you. Anyway, so that was number 3. So, yeah, he calmed down a little bit, done whatever, and he done it again. I said, for fuck's sake, mate, can you get, if you're like that, go to the toilet and do it, will you? You're making people feel sick. And he jumped up. I am sick. I can't help it. I am sick. Really? And as I looked, the guy turned around, and I looked behind me, and this other guy's just shaking his head again. Really. So that was number 3. I'll get it right. It was round 3, I think, from memory. He said that. So a few minutes went by, so they started bringing out the meals, or the evening meal, so everybody can settle down and go to sleep. The food trolleys went past, and they started getting a little bit closer to us, and he done it again. I said, for fuck's sake, mate, go do it in the toilet. You're making people feel sick. I don't want to listen to you while I'm trying to eat. And he said again, I am sick. I can't help it. Really? Right. I usually give 3 strikes, but I just wasn't in the mood for any shit and what have you. And I thought, nah, fuck it. You want to play that game? I'm going to fix you up. You're being an arrogant piece of shit. You're just going to keep on doing it all night. So I got up, walked around, didn't look at him, went into the steward stations, and I said, can I speak to the head steward? Stewardess. And no worries, spoke to her, as it turned out, not a problem. I said, I would like you to come with me and listen to what I've got to say to this particular gentleman, but more so directly to you. And anyway, walked up to where this guy was sitting, stood right beside him. I said, this gentleman here has not only said to me once, not twice, but 3 times in front of all these people over here that he's feeling sick. So when we get to Melbourne, if he hasn't ticked off on his arrival card that he's feeling sick or ill or sick of some description, I want to know why. But since he's already stated he's feeling sick, you have to now report it. I want you to report it to quarantine when we get to Melbourne. So you have to. And because he stated not only to me, but to all these other people, they have to do something about it. And I think that pretty much goes for a lot of places as well. So anyway, he quietened right down. But the other thing was, he did put his feet back up again. And I just coughed up, and he looked around, he put his feet down. Because he knew something was going to happen. So anyway, it was really good for the rest of the night after that. Didn't do it at all. So the night went by, got maybe a couple of hours sleep on the plane. So I don't sleep very well. So that was all fine. Come in, landed, and coming up to taxiing up to the docking station there at the airport, at Melbourne Airport. Yeah, all going well. And stewardess, yep, off goes the light, seatbelt off, you know. And the stewardess got up, walked directly over to where this gentleman was sitting and said, please sir, stay seated. We require you to stay seated. I knew exactly what was going to happen. So anyway, so everybody started doing whatever, row after row after row, everybody started disembarking. And as I walked past, I actually looked to the guy behind me and just winked at him. And as I walked past this other clown, who the steward was sitting next to him, stuck my finger up and said, good luck mate, you're stuck in quarantine for the next 3 hours. If you got a plane, fuck you, being an asswipe on the plane. And walked off. Thanked the stewards and all of that as I walked out, as I normally do. And needless to say, his little arrival ticket didn't say he was sick. He's got to please explain through quarantine. Not only that, they've singled him out to find out why he said he was sick, and he's okay. He's not sick or bringing any communicable diseases with him. So, if he had a connecting flight, too bad. 3 hours in quarantine to prove. If not, if he can't prove that he's okay, see you later mate, your expense, you're out of here. Or, if he's got people waiting outside for him, it's going to be an extra 3 hours on top. If it takes an out, it's going to be 4 hours before he can get out, because they're going to sit there and make sure you are okay. You have to prove you are okay. So, needless to say, he fucked up. So, I know it just tastes people behaving badly. And as I said, the other thing was that he put his feet up on the headboard, and that is so disrespectful, and I hate that. And I've seen other people, males and females, do that on the seats in front of them, regardless whether people's there or not. I think, no, you can lie down on the seats if there's no one there, an empty plane. Yep, that's fine. Just take your shoes off. It's a bit cramped, but hey, at least you get some sort of sleep if you can. And you sort of do it so that it doesn't annoy anybody else. I got no problem with that. And I've seen many people do it. A few people complain, oh, look at that person lying down. Well, if the plane's half empty, if you can get a bit of sleep on a plane, by all means do it. Just take your shoes off. That shouldn't be a problem. You get a blanket, you snuggle up and try and get some sleep. I've done it. And I've seen many other people do it, and I don't see a problem with it. If there's a whole heap of people on a plane and you're more or less stretched right out, taking up a seat when someone else could be sitting there, that's a different story. And anyway, that's my little story for today. Hope you liked it. Please subscribe for more. If you like my little story, give me a thumbs up, like, down below, leave a comment. If you've got a little story or tale or something that's happened or people behaving badly, leave a comment down below there somewhere in the little comment section there. And give us a like, thumbs up, subscribe, comment, do all that. Ciao for now, people.